Alright, so part two is what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna take this old door. It's heavy, it's thick, it's been pissed on by the neighbor dog. I mean it's just taking up space and I don't have any use for it until now. So I'm gonna basically put some screw bolts through this. And then I'll probably drill a couple holes, throw some rope in there, make like a harness or a halter of some sort, throw it on my back, and then drag this parking lot. At least I'm going to attempt to. I mean, I'll be able to drag it. I just don't know if the bolts are going to pop out of it. My grandpa used to have one that he built, and it exploded because it was about 40 years old. So, trying to make my own, trying to save money. So yeah, plus I can start getting some of this stuff out of here. All this stuff that's been left behind by relatives and shit. But there's a few of us that still care, so. But yeah, so basically I'm just trying to, get this property back the way my grandpa had it. But then now I'm adding my own touches, my own bits of creativity to it. And so just kind of like it's more of like a healing thing for me, I guess. Like just regenerating. It's like it's soothing. So, and plus, like this is kind of the place where my grandpa and this was our thing. And then after he died, and I was in the Marine Corps, and then I was living like an hour away, and it was hard to get out here. When I come out here, I do what I can, but nobody else really helped. So I live out here now, and every day I'm just doing something. Boy, them molehills these fuckers are kicking my ass. At least I've got them to that quadrant of the yard. They used to be all up in here and shit. And then this whole thing became moss at one point. I'm still fighting off moss here on the right side. I've been painting and staining wood, cleaning up junk that was cluttered in here. This is all stuff this is like the last remaining bits of things that I found. I'm like, well, I can actually put that up somewhere, kind of make it look, I don't know, rustic in some way. And that's a metal, just a metal piece that can be easily stored. But there was like cars up here rusting, and there used to be this big old blue tarp right here, and it had just, boxes and old furniture. All this stuff here is like minuscule in comparison to what used to be here. So yeah, and then we dropped in the shed here, which is where it's basically my cabin. I'm trying to get some windows, little maybe bubble porthole windows or something. And then I dropped in this fence. It was too low, so I raised it again because my dog's an escape artist. There's my shower unit. When I was putting it up, it used to look like shit, but now it actually, after I painted it and then got some better looking boards, it's gonna be all right. I just got to build a little roof. It's gonna have a space for it's not going to be entirely enclosed. There's going to be like a gap, so you know, the air can escape out of there. And then I'm gonna put this tiki mask I did. I'm gonna put it right in front to hide it, and then I gotta build a thing to make that honey bucket look better, because I'm getting tired of looking at a fucking shitter. So yeah, you know, just doing shit little by little. And this, so I got brick there because this place floods right here, because the water up here is, it's been raining a lot more, so all of a sudden we've been having all this water. And so this area is all gonna be like, I'm gonna do a like a faux stone type of thing here, and then this fence will eventually become a stone wall, and I'll do all the, you know, fake stone and shit on it, then put like an acid stain on it, to give the, you know, rocks different colors. And yeah, just little by little. See, I'm still battling moss here. It's a lot better. This used to be entirely moss, but it's getting there. I can only afford so much and at a time. That this like strip right here along the driveway that splits the property. I'm in the process of digging out all the like little weeds and shit and extra little trees that are sprouting that don't even need to be in there. And then I'm gonna make little scale, it's gonna be like a little village, or like a Lord of the Rings village. I'll build all the little houses, I'll get logs, cut them up and all that stuff. I'm a huge nerd. I've done like model train tables, but you can like, you put a glass over it and it's inset into the table. And it's just like your normal size coffee table, made a little miniature you know, town with train tracks. I play SimCity and shit like that. But I'm not just a nerd, I was in the Marine Corps and played rugby too, so and sometimes I do hillbilly shit. Hillbilly shit while listening to jazz. Actually, I do a lot of hillbilly shit, more than I actually realize, but that'll be a different video. So yeah, I got laid off starting my own landscaping business, and it's not just like mowing lawns and shit like that. Like, I've built walls, I've done cement, I've made my own fountains. I'm gonna start making like fake, they're gonna be cement, but they're gonna be like, they're gonna be benches or little seats that look like wood. So yeah, gonna be my own boss from now on. I'm not working for anybody ever again. So yeah, I mean, even this yard, it was just kind of a yellowish moss and straw grass. I remember it just used to be thick, lush green, and then it became moss and like pokey stick, just pokey grass, poke your foot and shit. So yeah, I've done some other videos, like this table used to just be this old ugly gray wood. I stained this deck and all that. All that wood was this real faded orange. Nothing had a place. You know, stuff was just kind of like, even the stuff on the walls was just kind of put up there. But now I'm starting to put, it's you know, just give it its character. I also draw and paint, do all sorts of, you know, like canvas painting and stuff like that. So yeah, like this, it's like, I don't know what it is, like a wine rack or something, but it's been here forever. We used to just cut fish on this sucker and dump the guts into this thing. There's a metal piece I gotta clean. It's like a little tray. So yeah, It's my breakfast. This used to be full of junk. Like, it was frustrating. I probably spent $500-600 running to the dump, taking loads out with just that little truck. You know, it's just kind of the things you do to just kind of have like a, you know, just kind of like remember your grandfather and just what he accomplished and wanting to keep a legacy like that going. Not even really a legacy, just, I don't know, stuff like that. Found these old lights and all the junk, and I'm like, well, shit, those would look cool on the top. This lattice right here is going to be taken down once this maple tree right here starts blocking the sun that comes in right through there, blinds you so you can't see shit. So yeah, doing my training on the tree. See, so this branch is going to end up going more over here, so the dogs have a little bit more shade. More shade means I'll have less grass growing in there. If it was all grass, I mean, it would look good, but there's a path, and the dogs got their little path along the fence, and so yeah, it's coming along. I mean, every time I do a video, it looks different than than the last one. So, all right, this is Sparky's joint, and I'll check you later.